All right, well, there's nothing better than sitting back and relaxing during the summer, right?
Absolutely, but you know, as parents, we always worry about something called the summer slide. There's no structure.
Dr. Laura Saunders from the Institute of Living is here to tell us what and how you can help your kids avoid this summer slide. Hello and happy Wednesday, Doctor.
Hello, friends, and happy Wednesday to you both.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So, yes, as Kara said, school's out. Parents are, like a little bit less structure. There's one less thing on their radar. One less thing to do is get ready for school. But the summer slide is often referred to in academics, right? Where that academic rigor that happens during the school year, when school's out, it just sort of deteriorates. And, one of the ways to keep some rigor, and that's why schools now have summer assignments, is to do some daily reading. But the other thing that summer slide can apply to is one's mental health, right? We've talked about having some structure. So a summer break can be a respite to stress, but it can also mark a more concerning time when there's no structure and no routine. And it's also the first line of support for mental health for a lot of kids. Is the schools.
Yeah.
Well, and you've talked about this in previous segments, just the importance of somewhat keeping a regular sleep schedule for your mental health. And of course, kids don't want to do that, but that can lead to a lot of just unsupervised screen time if maybe they're staying up later and they're on their phones or devices, and that's not good for them.
Right. And I'm no technology expert, but there are ways to look at, how many hours a day your kids are spending on their devices, right? If it's 2 or 3 hours a day, that's one thing, but it's like 10, 12, 14 hours a day, that is excessive. So encouraging screen-free time each day, get kids out, get them moving, encourage your kids, your teens, and your younger kids to get outside every day. Outside, some amount of time outside. It's a time to teach compassion, right? Practice as adults and as parents, practice random acts of kindness. Do something kind for someone else, and you're modeling and teaching compassion for your kids. The other way to encourage a routine is what I call anchor events. So there needs to be anywhere from 1 to 3 anchor events in a day. So that's not you do this at 10 o'clock, you do this at 11 o'clock, you do this at 12 o'clock. It's this afternoon, we're going to go swimming, or, after dinner tonight, we're going to, play, watch a show together, or we're going to do something. So you have anchor events in each day, and that really helps you keep a little bit more of a routine.
When I was a kid, it was running bases, it was baseball, it was all of these outdoor activities. I don't see kids outside playing as nearly as much as when I was a kid, and I think they should get back out there.
Right. So we used to play kickball and do all sorts of things, but why? Because of devices.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I think it's the same, right?
So we need to get kids outside time. Get them outside. We're trying to regulate screen time and have screen-free time. You need to have, you're outside at some point today. I don't care what time it is, and because often once you get kids outside, they're more likely to stay outside. We're in a different era, in a slightly different phase right now with COVID. Kids can go outside, they can connect with other kids, they can socialize. So get them outside. It is also okay for those more, introverted kids to spend some amount of time reading each day. Reading's a really important skill to maintain over the summer, right. Especially for younger kids. So a little bit of time reading each day. And of course, enjoy some time together as a family.
Yep.
Encourage social connections, encourage friends, do things with friends. As much as you can, encourage social connection.
Yeah, I know a lot of the libraries have these book programs, and they award their kids for reading. Even the adults they have some book clubs, like the Bill Memorial Library down in Groton, Connecticut, is offering rewards if you read a certain amount of books. It's just a wonderful resource.
We've been coming up, RJ Julia has a program that they have some incentives for kids to read. Great. So we've got some good book selections coming up. I think it's when you have more control over your kids and they're in the under 12 set, it's a little easier, right, to do this structure. But even, if families are listening, it's important for teens as well. They might give you a little more backlash about telling you, I don't want to, I don't this, but having those anchor events, at least, like you have to at least go outside and you're not allowed to do, maybe you can use the screen time apps to shut the phone down at certain times. It's still little things we can do as parents.
Right. So you say to your teens, tell me 2 things that you're going to do today, right? What's 2 things you're going to do that are, don't involve a screen? I don't care if you're going to cut the lawn or you're going to go for a walk, you're going to do something. I need 2 things that you're going to do today to show that you have some type of activity. So it's something to do or something to look forward to.
Thanks, Dr. Laura. I know we're out of time, but thank you so much. Great advice.